News Hour Special Edition.
India, good evening. Thank you for joining us on the news. The Bengal government is once again in the headlines over the hefty allocation of funds for minority affairs and madrasas. This year, 5,530 crore rupees has been allocated for minority affairs and madrasa education. Viewers, you'll be surprised to know that the budget for minority affairs and madrasa education is twice of the budget of mass education and library, electronics and IT, small-scale industry and North Bengal development combined. The BJP has slammed the Mamata Banerjee government, calling it yet another step to appease minorities and to purchase their votes. Meanwhile, the TMC has dismissed all the charges of the BJP and said that the government looks after all sections of society.
This is the impact of cap politics. Cap meaning competitive appeasement politics. In the name of competitive appeasement politics, it would not be inappropriate to say that TMC not only means Talibani mansikta and culture, it also means Tushtikaran Mujhe Chahiye. And in this Tushtikaran Mujhe Chahiye, from opposing Jai Shri Ram, opposing Durga Puja Visarjan, to going all out in appeasement politics, has been the recurring theme of the TMC government in West Bengal.
देखिए, ये ममता बनर्जी का सरकार ये पूरा कम्युनल सरकार है। ये तुष्टीकरण का राजनीति इतना तेज से कर रहा है, जो सारे धन मद्रासा को दे दिया और सारे शिक्षा को मिलाने के बाद भी मद्रासा ज्यादा है। तो इसीलिए देखिए, मद्रासा में शिक्षा हो, ये तो मोदी जी चाहते हैं। मद्रासा का आधुनिकीकरण का कारण मोदी जी के ने बहुत कदम उठाया, लेकिन ममता बनर्जी जो कर रहा है, वो जो राज्य सरकार का लोगों का टैक्स का पैसा उसका दुरुपयोग कर रहा है।
ये स्यूडो नैरेटिव है। ममता बनर्जी कोई डिविसिव डेवलपमेंट नहीं करती है। ममता बनर्जी हर एक कास्ट के लिए, हर एक क्रीड, हर एक रिलीजन के लिए, हर एक सेक्टर के लिए डेवलपमेंटल एक्टिविटी करती है और जहां पर जो चाहिए होता है ममता बनर्जी सबके लिए करती है। ये एक स्यूडो नैरेटिव करने का कोशिश किया जा रहा है। डिविसिव पॉलिटिक्स और डिविसिव डेवलपमेंट ममता बनर्जी नहीं करती है।
You heard the war of words. Let's open this up. Shehzad Poonawalla, the national spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party, Karan Verma, author, analyst, Shantanu Gupta, author, Tausif Ahmed Khan, lawyer, political analyst, Vivek Srivastava, political analyst, and Sanjay Jha, author, wears multiple hats, completes the panel. Gentlemen, good evening. I want to ask you, Vivek Srivastava, what do you make of this budgetary allocation by Mamata Banerjee? Yes. Your first thoughts on this?
You see, yes, you need a holistic development. I will not say we don't need libraries. I will not say we don't need roads. I will not say you don't need to, spend on the welfare of the economically weaker sections. That is one part. However, the BJP needs to clarify, do you want to modernize madrasas or not? I thought it is the BJP which had an electoral issue which used to say that the madrasas are nurseries for the people who are anti-nationals, for terrorists, for extremists, for people who don't believe in the Indian constitution. Madrasas are institutions which do not, host the tricolor. This is what was the agenda of the BJP and what they used to talk of at the time of elections. Now, if an effort is being made to actually bring about changes, get computers there, get laptops, modernize it out, get something, get them at par with the modern education and other institutions, what is the stand of the BJP? Now, just because the word madrasa is over there, Shehzad Poonawalla is ranting and ranting and ranting. तुष्टीकरण हो गया, appeasement हो गया, मुझे समझ में नहीं आया आप modernization चाहते हैं या नहीं? आपका stand क्या है पार्टी का? That is not clear to me. I thought BJP always wanted the modernization of the madrasas. We also stand for it. If better education, CBSE board, West Bengal board is being followed, and you have the latest education, you have the cell phones, a student of the madrasa is reading something similar to what the other people in the nation are studying.
The reason I began, 1 minute. I'll get the BJP, 1 minute, Vivek ji, I'll get the BJP spokesperson to respond to the question you asked. But let me tell you, the reason I began the show with you is because I think you have forgotten, but it's all documented very well. The left in West Bengal has called out appeasement politics of Mamata Banerjee. Should I read some of the comments or have you forgotten about it completely?
Absolutely. Pranesh, I am not a Trinamool Congress supporter. We fought elections against them very recently. There is no, understanding between us. That is one part. But as an individual, we need the madrasas to be modernized. You might raise an issue on the amount of money being spent, but however, the modernization of the madrasas is an essential part for the development of the minorities. This is not appeasement. आप पैसे पे cap लगा सकते हैं, ज़्यादा है कम है, but you cannot say that the modernization of the madrasas or if funds are being allotted, that has to be called appeasement. This is simply right-wing politics and the agenda of the BJP, and I don't stand for it. You can question the amount. Yes, you might. You might say it should be lesser, it should be more.
No, nobody is saying that. Shehzad, respond to that. Vivek Srivastava is arguing that this will be used for madrasa modernization. Why are you unhappy?
Jitni abadi utna hak was slogan of India Alliance and Congress and all these people together. Correct, Pranesh ji? Backward classes in Bengal 40%. Allocation of budget 2,270 crores. Size of minority population in Bengal 29%. Size of budget 5,530 crores. Recently, the OBC reservation also was given to the Muslims, and we have seen Bengal High Court come down heavily on that. And therefore, I am only saying, जितनी आबादी उतना हक 40% के हिसाब से ये आधा बजट क्यों बैकवर्ड को दिया है? अच्छा, हायर एजुकेशन का बजट, पूरे हायर एजुकेशन का फॉर 100% ऑफ बंगाल 6,400 करोड़ एंड फॉर 29% मुस्लिम्स 5,530 करोड़. फुल एमएसएमई सेक्टर गेट्स 1,262 करोड़. फुल एमएसएमई सेक्टर, ये एमएसएमई संजय जा बड़ा करते हैं. एंड हियर 5,000 करोड़ फॉर माइनॉरिटीज. साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी 79 करोड़. इसीलिए टीएमसी मीन्स तुष्टिकरण मुझे चाहिए. Cap politics is going on, competitive appeasement politics. You remember once a prime minister said, first right of resources belongs to Muslims. Mamata Banerjee is actually proving it by doing it. And finally, he said modernization of madrasa will take place. We have a representative of TMC also, na? So in the TMC representative should tell me that will they teach modern science? Modern science means earth is round, not flat. Will they teach that in the madrasa? Tausif should tell us that will they teach that evolution takes place, Darwin's theory, and will they teach that it is science, earth is round, not flat? This question should be asked, whether they will be teaching this in madrasa.
Tausif Ahmad Khan, would you like to respond to that?
Yes, I would, but kindly be patient with me because I'm going to talk about some concrete data. You see, there is a population, Muslim population in Bengal supposed to be 27% in the state, and only 12% of students are in higher education according to AISHE data. So there is a need to bring more facilities to the students belonging to Muslim community so that their participation increases. Secondly, 38% of Muslim household. Please be patient. Do not interrupt me. Now, 38% of Muslim household earn rupees 2,500 or less, which is half of a poverty line. Periodic labor force survey of 2018-19 says only 13% of population hold regular salary job, and this is 2018 and 19. This has decreased further. Now we all know that Muslims have been cheated by government time and again, and even the present government, and I'm saying there's a need to do more. You're talking about budget allocation, which was declared in February, and you're talking about it in July. What is the reason? Just to set a narrative. Now, what is the position with Waqf property, which all the property which belongs to Muslim? Just for an example, let me tell you, the governor house, the Bengal governor where he stays, the governor house is spread over 356 bighas. And what is the rent amount?
No,
just
so Tausif,
I'll
tell you. What you're saying
is a fraud or not.
What you're saying is an endorsement of what Prime Minister Modi has said in the past about Muslims being completely ignored and neglected. So he accuses the Congress of paying lip service to the minority community, and you are saying in West Bengal, because the left has been ruling Bengal for a long time, the BJP is yet to rule West Bengal. So Mr. Vivek Srivastava should answer that. But let me bring in Sanjay Jha. Mr. Jha, how do you see this?
Why is BJP opposing budget allocation on higher madrasa education?
One second.
Why is BJP opposing the budget
Let me reiterate
allocation,
my
which is only 5,000 crore.
Let me reiterate.
Let's have it out
It's a
of the way.
peanut.
Yes.
It's a peanut.
Tausif, yes, of course, everything is peanuts when you have to give it to Muslims. Even the OBC reservation you gave for entire thing to Muslims, it was peanuts for you. I am saying OBC is 40%, you said Muslim is 27%. OBC के लिए आपने केवल 2,270 करोड़ और वहां पर आपने 5,500 करोड़. मैं तो बोल रहा हूँ ओबीसी को उनके अधिकार उनकी आबादी के हिसाब से क्यों नहीं दिया. और दूसरा, साइंस सिखाएंगे या नहीं सिखाएंगे. विवेक जी ने बोला साइंस सिखाने वाले, मॉडर्नाइज करने वाले हैं, इसलिए आप ये बजट बढ़ा रहे हैं. मैं आपसे पूछ रहा हूँ कि कितना साइंस सिखाने वाले बताइए. आर यू गोइंग टू टीच देम अर्थ इज राउंड और अर्थ इज फ्लैट.
नहीं, साइंस तो सिखाएंगे, लेकिन विवेक जी साइंस और
बजट
टेक्नोलॉजी को बजट नहीं दिया तो आपने सिखाएंगे कैसे. 79.12 crore है सर. But let me, I'll come to you, sir. Use this time, Vivek ji, I'll come to you. Use this time to, think about how will you respond. Mr. Jha coming in.
Yeah. Pranesh, I just want to make two short points. Firstly, I'm glad you are doing this program. I think we should debate every issue, but there is a serious problem because I think, what is very apparent, and I'm sure all your viewers watching this program will realize that the BJP has completely got so blindsided by the reality of India's challenges that they're making a fool of themselves. Recently, electorally humiliated in West Bengal by the same voter that Mr. Poonawalla seems to have a deep concern for. Ayodhya seat in Uttar Pradesh, the epicenter of the entire BJP campaign, the Ram temple, humiliated in Ayodhya. You got to learn your lessons. You see, the problem with the BJP is this is a party that somewhere at the core has only one thing to talk about to the people of India. Nothing on jobs, nothing on employment. Look at the issue on the NET scam. I mean, this is a stock market scam. I mean, you've seen the scams ever since Mr. Modi became a prime minister for the third time. And all they can talk about is Hindutva, anti-minority, anti-Muslim conversations. And the people of India have answered them. I think Shehzad has to understand, and he needs to tell this to Mr. Narendra Modi, who ran the most vituperative, vehement, and a vicious campaign against Muslims, and it boomeranged. Ideally, Mr. Modi should resign as the prime minister because the people of this country have reduced his party from expected 400 to 240.
We are back to debating what we've been talking about the last 4 weeks. He has the numbers, which is why he's taken oath. But that's a separate debate. No, that's a separate. Shehzad, please. You're talking about Ayodhya, and there's a hand going up. Shantanu Gupta now wants to come in. Yes, Shantanu Gupta.
See, Pranesh, whenever I hear Sanjay Jha, I think I always want to remind him the topic of debates. In any debate, I sit with him. And again, you asked him why Mamata Banerjee is doing higher allocation to Madrasa, and he's saying Modi should resign. I mean, this is the classic. This is not even what about it. This is like maybe your guest coordinator did not even inform him the topic, or he is not in the screen. Having said that, as I think someone quoted the data that Muslim percentage is 27 to 30%, right? And I think that's the politics of Mamata Banerjee, the appeasement politics that invented, discovered by Congress. I think the best used by Mamata Banerjee, right? If you see any index, ease of doing business, MSME, unicorns, startups, even city like Calcutta is like very, very low. Though they have a early and first mover advantage, but very low. I think her politics is all about kicking out nano, right? So you can't expect Shehzad a higher MSME budget or a higher education budget and that's her politics, and she's getting vote for that.
Okay.
Vivek. Pranesh.
Okay,
Pranesh,
Mr.
you
Jha,
mentioned my name. Let me give him a quick rejoinder. You see, the problem with people like Shantanu is, and he represents the right-wing ecosystem.
Yeah, Modi should resign because of higher budget of Madrasa. Just respond on that.
Gupta ji,
just reply to that. Modi should resign on a higher Madrasa budget in West Bengal.
अरे गुप्ता जी सुनिए ना, बाबा रामदेव का लंबा सांस लीजिए, आपको मैं कुछ सच्चाई आपके सामने पेश करता हूँ. अरे वही उत्तर प्रदेश में तो 40 से 43 सीट हार गए हैं.
What about
one minute. How many seats did the Congress win in West Bengal?
Arey, boss, Shantanu Gupta is very disturbed because he wrote a book on Yogi Adityanath.
Arey, don't ask
and
tough
the
questions.
UP has
Don't
seen
ask
the
tough questions
humbling
to
of the
Sanjay ji.
BJP.
Don't ask
अब
tough
बेचारे के
questions to
साथ
Sanjay ji.
मेरा दिल आपके लिए मेरा भी दिल में कुछ दर्द है आपके
Question
लिए.
is on Mamata
आपका
Banerjee.
चेहरा में दिख
He's
रहा
come around and
है,
BJP.
परेशानी
My
दिख
God,
रहा
his love for
है.
BJP is like-
Mr. Jha, but let's get serious now. You are talking about the BJP not doing too well, but you look at what the Congress has been reduced to. You contested the 16, 17 seats in Uttar Pradesh. How many did you win in West Bengal?
We won 6.
But you are not talking about the Congress's performance. You are saying PM Modi should resign.
But the reason why I say PM Modi should resign, his entire campaign of 2024 was based on an anti-Muslim tirade. Mangal Sutra, bhais chori kar lega, reservations,
But the Prime Minister has spoken about Madrasa modernization on more than,
Pranesh, can I tell you the truth?
Yeah.
Nobody says that on a national TV. I will tell you. The vote of 2024 is against Narendra Modi. It was run on a Modi ki guarantee, and his guarantee was an assured polarization in India.
Let's really open this up. Karan Verma has been waiting for his turn. Shehzad, I'll come to you. Let me bring in Karan Verma. Yes, Karan. Of the conversation you've heard so far, your take.
It's so rich of Sanjay Jha to talk about, divorcing politics from religion when we are talking about an individual, Mamata Banerjee, who openly said कि भाई Muslims are like cow. If a cow yields milk, you should be ready for the kicks of it as well. Who openly states ये हिंदू इलाके हैं, ये मुस्लिम इलाके हैं. At that time, Sanjay Jha, it's literally the cat catches its tongue. That's what happens with Sanjay Jha when it comes to Mamata Banerjee. Anyway, our friend from TMC, he was pointing out a series of stats and good he pointed that out. I want to continue that because, an average Muslim in Bengal, I'm talking about self-employed, is earning 6,197 by the same report, the Periodic Labour Force Survey. Pranesh, what is the national average in most of the states? It's 10,192. An average Muslim who's salaried is earning just 9,400. The average of the countrywide Muslim is 12,906. Even in Gujarat, they abuse day and night Mr. Modi, Yogi Adityanath. In Gujarat, a Muslim is earning more than 1.5 times an average of a Muslim in Bengal. So much for appeasement. So much for appeasement. And Mr. Vivek Srivastava was talking about Madrasa modernization. The state which has made giant strides in modernization of Madrasa, it is Uttar Pradesh. PET qualified teachers are teaching there. UP DESCO has an app which makes sure that today's science, maths and other modern sciences are translated for Madrasa consumption. But then they want to label Modi and Yogi as communal and bigot because they want to modernize madrasas. And Bengal, where they are treating Muslims as just a vote bank, they want to hail them as paragons of secularism. That is their hypocrisy.
Vivek Srivastava does not agree. Vivek Srivastava ji, आप थोड़ा और समय लीजिए, थोड़ा और सोचिए. Shehzad Poonawalla wants to respond to what Sanjay.
Sir, मैं अभी बोलता हूँ.
Vivek ji, आ रहा हूँ. Shehzad, respond to what Sanjay Jha was saying.
Let me counter Kamal for
देखिए, संजय झा said that I am anti-minority, BJP is anti-minority. Then by that logic, Sanjay Jha, you are anti-OBC because केवल 2,200 करोड़ दे रहे, anti-MSME and anti-poor, anti-science, anti-labor, anti-housing, housing के लिए 280 करोड़, anti-industry केवल 1,400 करोड़, anti-agriculture केवल 4,000 करोड़. तो आप ये सब anti है. आप मुझे एंटी मुस्लिम बोल रहे हैं. I have never said that what is the budget of Muslims. I have said what is the budget of the rest of the people. Where is your priority? Secondly, sir, just for your, because I understand that you are still reeling from the loss. BJP's vote share is 39% in Bengal. Congress has 4.6% and left has 5.6%. By the way, there's no Ayodhya seat in Uttar Pradesh. It's a Faizabad seat. In that we have one Ayodhya Vidhan Sabha and the rest of the 4 Vidhan Sabhas where you know what you have done. You have won those 4 Vidhan Sabhas. So let's get the facts clear. Sanjay Jha, I know facts and you don't mix after 9 p.m. But maybe sometimes facts are better to mix with than the other substances that you like consuming. On a lighter note.
Pranesh, I want to disappoint Shehzad because I don't know about what he consumes, but I'm a hardcore teetotaler. So the only thing I have is a Chiku milkshake. The only thing I have is a Chiku milkshake.
Don't have from Tamil Nadu. At least don't have from Tamil Nadu.
No, 1 minute.
Don't have Tamil Nadu ka koi bhi liquid.
No.
DMK is serving illicit liquor there.
Shehzad, you're on national television. You'll have to act with some responsibility, unlike Mr. Modi, who
Sir,
talks the most outrageous
with a Bihari accent just now when Shantanu made some valid points to you. You started saying Gupta ji in your Bihari accent to patronize him.
Poonawalla, सुनिए मेरी बात सुनिए, संयम रखिए. See, the point I'm trying to make, Pranesh, is this. In any civilized society, in any country which has what you call as a society that is enlightened, looking after the minorities, disempowered, disadvantaged, underprivileged is the responsibility of governments, political parties. India is the one democracy where you have the ruling party that targets the minorities of this country and says, you know what, the majority community khatre mein hai. This is the tragedy of India. And I blame
Mr. Jha, no, 1 minute. If you want to talk about data and numbers, are you suggesting by any stretch of imagination that the Muslims or minorities were left out of development scheme under the Modi government? Is that your case?
Let me answer you. No, Pranesh, let me tell you. You will hear a lot of BJP spokespersons, including Shehzad, who come and tell you in the programs, we have launched these schemes and Muslims have been beneficiaries. You know how they mislead your viewers? And I have a lot of respect for your viewers, Pranesh, which is why I come on Times Now pretty often. You see, what they don't tell you is that if they were to make schemes that were excluding the minorities, it would be deemed unconstitutional. It will be rejected by the Supreme Court. And the Muslims, in the very fact that they say minority appeasement, and then they say Muslims are benefiting, which means they say minority appeasement did not exist.
One lie.
Can you see the lie, the contradiction, and the hypocrisy of the BJP?
Let me bust this one lie. Just one lie. Sanjay Jha, population of Muslims in Bengal 25%, participation of Muslims in public sector undertakings, higher position 2%. Population of Muslims in Gujarat 9%, population proportion of Muslims in public sector undertakings in higher positions 9% in Gujarat. Who's discriminating?
Look at an all India level.
Who's discriminating?
All India level.
You said Gujarat is purely BJP. Bengal is purely not BJP. Never a BJP government in Bengal. It's only your so-called secular government. But yet you have not been able to give Muslims... India. 1 second, sir, don't interrupt. Let's speak one at a time. So, one at a time. There has been no BJP state government in public sector undertakings run by the state government. You haven't been able to give them share of their rights. And in Gujarat, which you are saying is communal, BJP is communal, where BJP has ruled exclusively for a very long period of time. There they have proportional representation in PSUs. And yet you say the per capita income of Muslims in Gujarat is higher than the per capita income of Muslims in Bengal. You are doing appeasement. You are hurting Muslims. You are not benefiting them.
You have got caught in your own web of lies.
Right.
If you are telling the viewers of Times Now, no, 1 minute. If you are telling the viewers of Times Now that Muslims have benefited on account of the welfare schemes, 1 minute. So you are agreeing there was never any Muslim appeasement.
I want to make a small point.
You agree with that?
Karan, I'll come to you just 1 minute.
One small point.
I just quickly want to remind Mr. Sanjay Jha of what AK Antony. Okay, Karan, you go first.
Yeah. No, a direct answer to what Mr. Sanjay Jha said, that, they've had to accommodate minorities, otherwise it would have been unconstitutional. Sir, there are two schemes, exclusively for Muslims. Free UPSC coaching budget. It has made giant strides 2.5 times. 20 crores only for free UPSC coaching for Muslims, just so you know. Shadi Shagun scheme, again for Muslim girls exclusively, 51,000 given to a Muslim woman. So, don't mix up facts. Don't selectively cherry pick.
No,
These are two schemes for Muslims exclusively.
Mr.
And then
Jha
you want
is saying
to say,
it is
they have no
tokenism.
option. They have deliberately gone out of the way to further the cause of Muslims. Now this is tokenism. Very convenient. Now this is tokenism. When I pointed you to schemes,
20 crore में क्या होता है? 20 crore में क्या होता है? Mr. Jha would tell you. But 1 minute. Let's open the screen 1 minute. I just want to remind Mr. Jha what AK Antony had said about minority appeasement of the Congress party in 2014. And I'm quoting, sir, the people are really worried whether Congress can ensure social justice. The people are concerned whether the Congress is ensuring social equality in society. There appears to be doubts in minds of some people that while professing and practicing secularism, the party has some slants that all sections of people do not receive equal justice. This has to be removed, unquote. Who said this? AK Antony.
Yeah. Can I answer that, Pranesh?
Sure, sir.
What Mr. Anthony said was absolutely right. What is it based on? It is based on the public perception that was created by the propaganda machine of the BJP. I mean, look at what the BJP said, right? BJP made all opposition parties look as if they were
No, so you are accusing a veteran Congress leader of falling for BJP propaganda. Sanjay Jha,
so
that's a big charge. You are accusing a veteran Congress leader of falling for BJP propaganda.
Whose name is Anthony, by the way.
Well, no. What I'm saying is Mr. Anthony said that the people of India are being influenced by the BJP
the people
propaganda.
of India fell for it.
And that was a red flag for the Congress to correct that perception.
May I add one line more? One line. 27% of Bengal people are Muslims. It's a second largest majority, but you consider it as minority. Christians, Sikhs, Jains are even lesser in number. Why don't you have a bigger budget for them? ये तो और भी प्रताड़ित होंगे ना, इनकी तो संख्या ही इतनी कम है. So why don't you make allocation of 10,000 crores for Jains?
Shehzad, certain
Parsis?
minority populations in this country
Let's put that question to Tausif.
Certain Muslims, certain minorities.
What is
minority doesn't mean Parsi. Minority doesn't mean Jain. Minority doesn't mean Buddhist. Minority doesn't mean any other community, only Muslims. Okay.
Tausif.
It depends upon the economic health of
Mr. Jha, you've had your chance, sir. Let Tausif respond to that.
Sure.
No, let me, please.
Yes.
No, please.
Yes.
You see, firstly, Shehzad has to be, please, do not interrupt. No, Shehzad has to clarify what does he stand for. Does he stand for upliftment of Muslim communities in Bengal, given the data that he himself is citing that Muslim is underrepresented in jobs, in education and everywhere else. Secondly, there are 29,000 Waqf estates in Bengal. The government has control over it. And as I given you an example of the governor house, the rent of which was merely 27,000 at 350 bighas property. Who will correct this? Will BJP raise a voice in Bengal to correct this? Will BJP? Why is Shehzad now opposing 5,000 rupees allocated for Madrasa Education to uplift the Muslim community, which the data says only 12% students are there?
5,000 crores.
Why they are opposing this? How will they uplift? It is the community's own money.
Okay.
Who is the money of the
then we have
community?
big breaking input coming in.
Government has control.
Okay.
Why are they opposing it?
May I answer now? Tausif Bhai, first of all, I am not for upliftment of Muslims. I am not for upliftment of Hindus. I am for upliftment of Indians. The problem is that you are looking at these people not as Indians. But one second, don't interrupt. The problem is that you see Khan hai to uplift karna hai, Jain hai to uplift nahi karna hai. That is your problem. This is a disease. Otherwise, if you were also on the same side as me, you would have said OBC को मैं 10,000 करोड़ दूंगा और मुस्लिम को 5,500 करोड़ दूंगा. आपने OBC को क्यों नहीं किया? आपने OBC को ठगा है.
You are so scared of the name Khan that you want.
My name is Poonawalla bhai. What are you saying? मैं Poonawalla हूँ.
Gentlemen, we have a big breaking input coming in, and because we have such a lovely panel, let's just slightly shift the attention to something which is just as important as what we were discussing. This is to do with NTA. The government cracks the whip. This is the zero tolerance policy. The NTA chief, the DG of NTA, has been removed. NTA DG shown the door amid the NEET showdown. Subodh Kumar has been replaced by Pradeep Kharola. That's the big breaking input coming in. Techri, our colleague, breaking this story first on Times Now. NTA DG has been asked to leave the position. And remember, this comes on a day when the government formed a 7-member panel to suggest reforms to the NTA. That's the letter. Let's zoom in. This is the letter. The appointment committee of the cabinet has approved the following assignment of additional charge of the post of Director General NTA Ministry of Education to Shri Pradeep Singh Kharola, IAS, retired Chairman and Managing Director, India Trade Promotion Organization, till appointment of a regular incumbent or until further orders, placing the services of Subodh Kumar Singh, Director General NTA, on compulsory wait in the Department of Personnel in Training. How are we seeing this, Techri? Techri, if you can hear me. Big move by the government.
Yes, absolutely. This is the... Yes, Pranesh, this is the big breaking news that we are picking up right now, where the Director General of the National Testing Agency, who was on radar since past many days, since this entire controversy had erupted, Shehzad Kumar Singh has been shunted, and in fact he is replaced by IAS Pradeep Singh Kharola. And in fact what this particular order also mentions, that Shehzad Kumar Singh, the current DG of NT, has been put on compulsory wait in Department of Personnel and Training. So this is the latest development in this entire NEET controversy. Remember that he was on radar since day one, when the news of alleged paper leak had come to the limelight, and post that UGC NET was also cancelled. Post that yesterday night we saw that how CSIR UGC NET was also postponed. So all in all, looking all these things in mind, today the Education Ministry had formed a special committee, 7-member committee. We also showed that who are the members of this committee and how the committee will be probing, analyzing this entire case. But amidst all these developments, this is a huge breaking news. This is a huge development and a big breaking news that we are picking up right now, that Shehzad Kumar Singh has been replaced, and the new
Remember, the Education Minister had held a news conference and he said that everything that needs to be done will be done to assuage the concerns of students so that justice can be done to them. Now this big move, the NTA DG shown the door. What do we make of this move, Sanjay Jha? Let me begin by asking you.
You know something, Pranesh, I honestly believe that India's young are being led down by a very incompetent government that hasn't dedicated itself to proper governance and ensuring that the students, for whom getting an admission and getting a job is exactly what they're obsessed and worried about at this age, at the current frame of their lives. And I do feel that this is like, the horse is already bolted out of the stable and now you're trying to close the door. I mean, these are like patchwork, this is like, as they say, applying a band-aid when the problem is probably more structural and more fundamental. And, to answer your question, Pranesh, in short, I'll just say this, that, everyone, I think, irrespective of your party or political affiliation, should worry that we can't provide our young jobs. That's bad enough. And it's criminal when they can't even sit for an exam and expect a fair result.
Vivek Srivastava, what do you make of this move?
Adding insult to injury. It's adding insult to injury.
See, the student, Sanjay, the student federations of the left parties, even the Congress today in Delhi, I saw, and all of us, we have been protesting against what is happening. However, this is too little and too late, and it is very cosmetic in nature. As Sanjay Jha rightly said, it is more of a patchwork. I mean, the government should have done this the moment the NEET there was a crisis in NEET and a court case had to be filed. The very moment that was done as a measure of propriety, this gentleman should have been removed and a fresh team should have been put in place so that an impartial inquiry could be done. So it is very late now, and I do not know what they are going to do. Then they got very scared, and then they also cancelled the NET program, because we knew that the same team was going to do some hanky-panky and money business in the NET also. But however, who are the accused? What was the mechanism of the accused? All that is yet to come.
Is there, sir, a 7-member panel? A 7-member panel is in place that will, go through the problems and come up with suggestions, solutions. Shehzad Poonawalla.
Look, there are two templates of responses, if I may continue speaking. And if you would see on the last show at 8 p.m., I had categorically assured the viewers that the government will not deter from taking the strongest action. Karan was on that show with me. There are two templates that are in the front of the country. Rajasthan template, 20 papers leaked, no action taken. The Suresh Dhaka and masterminds were protected by Congress party. Here, nobody is being spared. And there are two angles to this also. One is institutional angle, one is criminal angle. Institutional angle, today Radhakrishnan committee has also been set up. It has the members like former ISRO chairperson. I request Times Now to allow my voice to come without drowning out. Please. There is an institutional mechanism. Pranesh, please,
one person speaks at a time. Anirudh, please, can we put down the fate as one person at a time?
I will not yield my time to anybody who's shouting and screaming like a maniac who doesn't know anything about...
let's not get personal. Let's be
exactly, I did not interrupt anybody. Yeah. There is an institutional and a criminal angle. On the institutional front, no less than the government acknowledged that institutional errors were there. A Radhakrishnan committee has been set up. 2 months it will give the report for better zero error examinations. Institutional accountability has been set by removing this DG of NTA. But criminal aspect, in Bihar we have now seen Tejaswi's PA Pritam and his connections with Sikandar Yadvendu. Today we must ask, will Tejaswi sack Pritam? Sanjay Jha can be as sanctimonious as he wants. Mr. Vivek can be as sanctimonious, but tell them to take a stand on why Tejaswi is still part of India Alliance, which is raising question of students. They should first tell us what action they will take on Tejaswi and RJD. No, Vivekji, you tell me what action will you take on RJD. We removed the NTA chief. You tell me what action you will take on RJD. Action on RJD.
बताइए, पहले आप बताइए आपका पैनल और ये रिप्लेसमेंट आज क्यों हो रहा है?
सर छोड़ दीजिए, आप एनटीए का हो गया ना एक्शन, अब बताइए आरजेडी का एक्शन।
के बच्चे कोचिंग
आरजेडी ने पेपर लीक करवाया, उसके लिए आप तैयार है क्या? ऐसा लग रहा है आरजेडी के लोगों ने करवाया।
You cheat them,
they are protecting the accused.
With cosmetic measures.
Mr. Vivek is protecting the accused. 24 लाख बच्चे देखे कि ये अक्यूज्ड को बचा रहा है, ये सिकंदर यादवेंदु को बचा रहा है, ये प्रीतम को बचा रहे हैं, ये सिकंदर यादवेंदु को बचा रहे हैं, ये बचा रहे हैं। वरना बोलिए कि आरजेडी से रिश्ता तोड़ेंगे हम। आप आरजेडी के साथ नहीं हो सकते फिर।
जो गरीब बच्चों का हक मार रही है।
किसने मारा? सिकंदर यादवेंदु ने मारा, प्रीतम ने मारा है, ये सिकंदर यादवेंदु ने मारा है। उसके ऊपर एक तो शब्द बोलिए। Should you have relation with RJD? Yes or no?
It's a bloody communal government.
Don't abuse. Don't abuse.
1 minute.
Say
No, 1
you
minute.
want to have relation with
Vivek
RJD.
Srivastava, first of all, sir, please, let's be responsible in our language. Please, don't get worked up. I can understand your emotions, sentiments.
For accused,
1 minute.
for
Let's not say things that, you know.
आप इंटरफेयर करिए ना सर।
Why are you not taking action on Pritam?
मैं बस बोल रहा हूँ कि ध्यान रखिए, भाषा का ध्यान रखिए, प्लीज।
प्रीतम पर कार्रवाई कब होगी सिकंदर यादवेंदु के साथ जो जुड़ा हुआ था?
भाषा का ध्यान रख रहा हूँ सर। जरा
विवेक जी, सिकंदर यादवेंदु को सपोर्ट करने वाले प्रीतम पर कार्रवाई।
अरे सुनो पहले यार, तुम ये देश में केंद्र में सरकार चला रहे हैं, लाखों बच्चों के साथ चोरी हुई है, सो रहे थे, कोर्ट में बच्चों को जाना पड़ा,
FIR हो गई
सड़कों पे
है,
प्रोटेस्ट करना पड़ा,
प्रीतम पर कुछ नहीं बोलेगा।
राजस्थान में ये हो गया,
प्रीतम पर कुछ नहीं बोलेंगे।
कुछ होगा।
All of this is not baseless. Look at what is happening in Bihar, Rajasthan. Mr. Srivastava, you can't brush it aside.
पेपर लीक करने वाले को छोड़ दो, ये तो अजीब न्याय है इनका। चारा चोर अब पेपर चोर।
HRD today, Times now stands with the Minister HRD.
Times now stands with the students.
कुछ नहीं हुआ स्कैम।
We stand with the students.
You stand with paper leak mafia.
No, 1 minute. Let me tell you, Vivek Srivastava, 1 minute. Last night at 9 p.m., I asked Shehzad Poonawalla, when will the NTA chief be sacked? Why is he still there? How can he preside over this mess? No. I am Vivek Srivastava. You're not answering the larger question. Let me bring in Karan Verma. Karan Verma.
No, I don't want to answer your questions.
He does not want to answer about Sikandar Yadvendu and Pritam. Look at this cop out. India Alliance stands with the paper leak mafia.
Karan coming in.
अरे एक सेकेंड प्लीज. You know, Vivek can be a rabble rouser for all we care. We are with the students. जब इनकी लेफ्ट की सरकार होती थी 70 पेपर लीक्स हुए थे. आपको शर्म आनी चाहिए बात भी करने में इस पे. 45 पेपर लीक्स अंडर समाजवादी पार्टी. UPPSC chairman had to be sacked. UPPSC chairman had to be sacked by the High Court. 16 paper leak, Congress ruled Rajasthan. So Pranesh, they can shout for 45 years, 50 years, none of them did anything. If there is one government which has owned up and which is capable of course correcting, it is the Bharatiya Janata Party. We are on the side of the students, but we expect them to deliver. They have with humility accepted that they need to course correct, they need to bring the house in order, and we are seeing the first signs of it. विवेक जैसे लोग चिल्लाते रहेंगे, भड़काते रहेंगे, they will do nothing. They have useless value. Zero useless value. People like Vivek. नाम विवेक है और बातें बुद्धिहीन करती हैं।
हो 240
नाम के विपरीत हरकतें
धांधली करके अगली बार 140 भी नहीं होगा।
अरे विवेक से काम लो थोड़ा।
We have more people joining us on the panel. Kovai Satyan, spokesperson of the AIA-DMK, is with us. Harish Mohammad Ibrahim also joining us. Mr. Ibrahim, what do you make of this move? The centre has tracked the whip, NTA DG shown the door.
Yeah, first of all, along with him, the education minister has to go, shut his door for education minister, because without his notice, this couldn't be happened at this large scale. And the BJP is being the responsible right from introduction of the NEET in the Halabi. And the Times of India article on June 14, they have carried out that no proof of NEET plus NEET question paper leakage has been happening, was said by our education minister for the center, and he should be sacked along with this. And he is also holding a responsible for making the people of this country a fool, and the students to go ahead with all these kind of heartbreak with this kind of NEET, which is shallow in first place. And Tamil Nadu has vehemently opposed right from its introduction. And we are the only state which took NEET on his back. We want to make sure that NEET should be scrapped all across India, because it is against social justice. It is making the poor to go poor, and the people of Tamil Nadu will vehemently oppose this NEET until it has been scrapped from this entire country, because it is not only anti-social.
Quick response. Shehzad Poonawalla, that's a strong charge. Respond to that.
Also making sure.
Here is a party which has claimed lives of 53 people who are not sacking their prohibition minister, whose 10th and 12th paper and Tamil Nadu Public Service Commission paper got leaked, and they took no accountability. Here is a party. Now please keep quiet. I did not interrupt you. I did not interrupt you. The fact of the matter is that because you play into the hands of certain elements that were doing huge corruption before the entire system was streamlined of admissions into medical colleges, because of the fact that coaching classes which may have not benefited when the papers became easy, and today when more Grameen centers have been opened and more Grameen people have got admission or have got rank, you have a problem with that. So who are you catering to? West Bengal saw 10 papers leaked in the last 7 years. How many people were sacked? Please tell me Rajasthan saw 20 plus papers leaked. Jharkhand Public Service Commission paper was leaked. You're not even allowing an inquiry. And you people are coming and talking about accountability. Let's have accountability. Who is accountable for the 53 lives? Mr. Habibullah from Tamil Nadu? Please tell me. That's his name, right?
Then we will. One second.
No, who is responsible for those 53 lives?
2015, Maharashtra has.
Kallakurichi, who is responsible for 53 people dead?
And here on June 22nd, even the Gujarat. 112 people have been died on the
Sir, that chit which has been given to you by Congress party, you keep reading that chit. I am not talking from chit, I am talking from emotion.
Mr. Poonawalla, on Gujarat, 22 of June, 112 lives have been lost with the illicit liquor.
Achha.
I have the proof.
Okay.
All the BJP ruling states.
So now you are justifying 53 lives being lost from Karunapuram, which is SC dominated
let's come back to what we were discussing.
Justifying 53 Dalit lives being lost.
Let's come back to what we were discussing. Tausif, what is your take on this?
You see, BJP government lives in denial. They are only there to defend. They are only there to do a media management and to change the narrative. First of all, the action has to be taken against the education minister. Without the education minister's knowledge, such a scam of such a scale was not possible. And regardless of whether the education minister was aware or not, he must take the accountability and resign. If a similar case happens in any other state where BJP is not the government, BJP demands the same kind of action. So they must walk the talk and take the same action. First of all, the education minister must resign, an inquiry must be set up, and all corrective measures must be taken. It is a doomed time, and BJP only lives in denial, only want to do media management and take no concrete step for nation building. It's only the headline management, only the defensive.
There is a party that did the SSC scam.
Well in their own side.
A party which did the SSC scam, where their education minister was found involved by the High Court, where 50 crores was found in the cash, and you defended Arpita and her friend Mr. Partha. You are lecturing and being sanctimonious.
Banerjee removed the
Secondly, you did not remove him. No, you did not remove him. 1 second, excuse me, sir. You did not remove him till the piles of cash were discovered. You did not remove him till the High Court asked you to remove him. And sir, 12 papers have leaked in West Bengal. Who's going to be sacked for that? You tell me that first. 12 papers leaked in West Bengal. Kisko sack kiya?
All post was suspended. What action have you taken against
Achha.
your own BJP education minister? Please tell me.
Okay.
Have you suspended the minister?
Achha.
Have you suspended it from the primary membership of the party? Has he gone to jail? He has not.
Okay. This blame game is a disservice to the students who are seeking justice. Shantanu, I'll come to you, but Kovai Satyan is also with us. Mr. Satyan, your first thoughts quickly.
Yeah, good evening. BJP, which claimed to have a clean slate in 10 years of its regime, now the third term has started with a shaky note. A stitch in time will save 9. But a stitch in time is not going to save 9, it's going to save the lives of lakhs and lakhs of people. The allegations on NEET, now the action, so-called action taken on the UG NEET seems to be on a shaky note. What is required is more transparency and more accountability, which should result in a greater responsibility for NDA, saving the lives of thousands and thousands and lakhs of students and aspirants.
Okay.
Which unfortunately is lacking in the third term. The start is really shaky. It's not as good as like how it was the last 2 terms.
Okay. Shantanu, you know, I saw your hand going up. We are talking about solutions. What will it take for the system to support this justice campaign of students?
So I think first of all, the accountability should be fixed where it is, and this is a welcome move. I think anyone who tracked these entrance exams, the big 4 especially, the JEE, NEET, CUET and UGC NET, I think they all understand that the how streamlining of this exam, the common entrance exams happened in last 10 years is unprecedented. And because of the numbers also increased, right? Because earlier there were state-wise papers. I remember 20 years back when I was writing my engineering exam, you have to file multiple papers. For every state, you have to go there and file. For a middle-class person, it's very difficult to travel to fill these forms. Now these all exams are streamlined. And now this case has come into picture. I'm very happy that now
you are
we
saying
have
that
another
many on the panel would disagree with you. In fact, Mr. Ibrahim would say that NEET is anti-poor.
No. We all know, I think Tamil Nadu, especially the DMK politician, have their vested interest. Have their vested interest, and a lot of corrupt practices. Are happening in medical entrances and admissions. A lot of big amounts were taking charge in Tamil Nadu. That's why, because the NEET exam hampers their vested interest, that's why they are after NEET. They are against any common examination so that they can do their hanky-panky in their own state.
Mr. Ibrahim, quick response.
He has not got
No,
message from
because
India.
why a state which is of high... 1 second, sir, 1 second.
No, you read the WhatsApp which India Alliance is sending you.
Immortality rate, which is the high...
Read the India Alliance ने WhatsApp भेजा वही पढ़ लो
Let me respond.
No, let
The
me
state...
पढ़ लो
No, a state which is with the highest immortality rate, which is the highest with infanticide rate, the highest healthcare providing facility
You are saying
across
this on
the
a
globe,
day 53
which is the
people are
highest
dead.
state for getting the medical tourists. Sir, if you want to go ahead,
You
and
have
listen
some
to-
respect.
then please listen to him. first, then
53
you come.
Dalits have been killed
what
in
kind of-
Kalakuruchi, and you're
Have-
talking
you
about
have
highest
some
health
respect.
rates, highest immortality rates. What are you
Mr.
saying? Do you have any iota of shame?
June 2015, Maharashtra have lost one. Mr. Poonawalla, June 2015, Maharashtra have lost 106 lives, and the BJP is ruling the state. On July 2015,
Now this
Gujarat
is
has
called
lost
what about
26
three?
lives
That is not a true
due to the
figure, but
illicit
anyways
liquor,
keep
and the
rattling it
BJP was
out.
ruling the state.
These are not true figures.
On June 2022, Gujarat have lost 42 lives,
Mr.
and
Ibrahim,
BJP
Mr.
was
Ibrahim, all of this is-
ruling the state with this illicit liquor.
All of this is
about it.
no, one minute,
And
Mr.
Tamil
Ibrahim,
Nadu-
please.
and Tamil Nadu-
Let's not take away from the larger point we're discussing about. Students come first. 1 minute, sir. It's about the future of our country. Karan, you have the last word on the show. Go ahead.
Yeah, please. Pranesh, when the chips are down and when the conditions are tough, you don't let go of your ablest soldiers. Mr. Dharmendra Pradhan has delivered on legacy issues, legacy problems he solved. We remember the Ujjwala scheme. 60 years after independence, gas connections had yet not reached. But he delivered on that. Trust this man, trust this government to solve this legacy issue. They have plugged in every legacy issue, whether it was leakages in public welfare. They fixed it with DBT. They fixed multiple taxes with GST. They are the ones who are honest enough to accept their mistakes and fix this legacy issue.
Legacy issue argument apart, do you think this is too little too late? Karan, do you believe this is too little too late?
No, Pranesh, this government doesn't work on the whims and fancies of opposition. Fire this man right now. Such radical steps cannot be taken. I was assured they'll take action at the right time. And I think they've taken it at the right time. There are certain processes, there are handovers. You don't suddenly start firing bureaucrats and ministers left, right and center. This is a serious government we are talking about. An honest government. A government that talks about accountability. We are not like those rabble-rousers who just keep ranting and do nothing about it. This is not an anarchist government. This works as per process and it accepts its mistakes. And its biggest hallmark is course correction. I am convinced they are going to course correct. Dharmendra Pradhan, you should have seen his sincerity in the press conference. He takes this as a
Look at the political one-upmanship now that's going on. Congress's Srinivas BV says that NTA DG sacked after Congress protested. Politics is the last thing that the students need at the time. All they need is a word of reassurance from whoever and whatever it takes to ensure justice. Gentlemen, let's hope that this is only first of the many steps that the system will take to correct whatever has gone wrong. I thank all of you for joining us on the News Hour.